Hi, this is Jason Fielder with the Daily Forex Report for September 22nd. Got a lot going on here in the market. The market's moving. It's a great time to make money. We have some, the yen just moving down, the euro just skyrocketing. Anyway, we will take a look at the markets. Now, looking at the US Japanese yen pair, I'm expecting this pair to move between 107.46 and on the lower side 104.84. Now, as far as our resistance goes, look for some resistance to come into this market around 105.75, and which is right around here. And support, look for some support to come into this market at 104.50, a little bit lower than this. I do anticipate this pair moving lower, and the bias is switching to the downside at this point. That's what I'm looking for. Now, looking at the Euro USD, if you recall, last time we talked about a possible trade, looking for a break above this session's high, and basically taking a profit at this trend, grabbing about 40 pips or so. As you can see, that did occur. If you dropped down to a lower time frame, it broke this line, came back, pulled back about 40 pips, and then came back up and went through that area within a 2-hour time frame. All in all, I think you would have been in the trade about 4 hours if you had taken that one. Now, looking ahead, I'm looking for this session to be between 149.02 on the high side, on the low side 143.92. As far as support and resistance goes, look for some resistance to come into the market around 148.50, and look for support at 147.26. Now, we did have a overextended bar. For those of you that have read that report, we have a 75.7% chance that this session that we're in right now will retrace up to this high. So for those of you that like to play the odds here, after a day like today, there's a very large chance, 75.7%, that we will retrace up to that point. Now, after that, the odds do drop as far as it continuing higher, but just wanted to let you know that for those of you that want to take that trade, to be looking for it. Now, the pound US dollar, looking for it to move between 1.8676 on the high side, on the lower side 182.09. Look for some support to come into this market a little bit higher at 185.30, and resistance to come into the market around 186.40 area. This pair is moving higher. The bias is to the upside. It's definitely pulling back from the downtrend that we have seen in the past. You may want to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement levels and see where we're at on that to assist your trading. Now, the U.S. Swiss franc, we're looking for this pair to move lower as well. Looking for the pair to move within a range of 1.1089, and on the lower side 1.0660. Look for some resistance around the 1.0800 level, which would be right about here, and for some support, we could see it pretty much at this level. Now, there are two different trades that I'm looking at on this particular pair. I talked about the move in the Euro USD pair, that the odds on it retracing back to the high. Now, this one's the opposite. We did get a signal today at the close of this session that we have a 75.1% chance that it's going to retrace down to this low. So definitely look for that. Now, if you notice that we have a window of opportunity, is what I like to call them, from a previous bar. You take the low here and take a look over here at that around the 1.069 area, 90 area, down to the 1.0637 area. Let me write this out. Basically, we're looking for a drop between these two numbers. So if we get a break below this low right here at say 1069 level, if we break that 90, then look for it to move fairly quick down to the 1.0637 area. If you take exit a little bit above that at the 1.064 level, that's between these two, that's a good 50 pips that you can take out of the market. Should occur fairly quick. It has in the past. It's not a guarantee that it'll happen in the future, but it is an indication of what to look for. And as far as our other trade, retracing to the low, that one has really good odds as well. So got 3 possible trades that I'm looking at for this next session. We had the Canadian retail sales for July being released earlier today. It came out lower than expected at 0.1%, which isn't good for the Canadian dollar. Looking ahead for tomorrow, though, at 7 a.m., we have the Canadian CPI being released for August, and the consensus is that it's dropped from 0.3% down to negative 0.1%, which would be good for Canadian dollar. Just have to wait and see how that comes out. That about does it for the news announcements. The U.S. has Paulson and Bernanke testifying on credit turmoil in front of the Senate tomorrow. That's going to be at 10 a.m. So that's likely to move the market as to what the plans are for that. So that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.